Hi everyone. In this lecture series, we will discuss all about data science and machine learning. I will be helping you reach from beginner to advanced level in data science, machine learning and deep learning. Let us start our first session with understanding what is machine learning. Okay, the idea here is to train the machine to behave and take decisions like the smartest humans. But how do we train the machines? Same way as we train a small child to take decisions, to classify, to speak, to talk. Our goal is to train the machines uh, in such a way that they are able to simulate the human brain. Excuse me. Now, a match of chess was organized between Garry Kasparov and computer. And this Deep Blue computer by IBM is the first computer chess playing system to win the chess match against this reigning champion Garry Kasparov under regular time controls. Now this is a match between Google AlphaGo and Lee Sedol. So Lee Sedol, this is called as Google DeepMind Challenge. This is a Go match, which is a 5-game Go match. And Lee Sedol is a world champion in the Go game. Okay. Google AlphaGo is a program developed by Google DeepMind. The game was played in Seoul, South Korea. AlphaGo won all but the 4th game. Now, you need to understand that Go is not a simple game, guys. It is a complex game. It requires a lot of intuition, creativity, strategic thinking, and for a long time it has been considered as a difficult challenge in the field of AI and is considerably more difficult than chess. But computers could beat the humans. Now, how is this happening? How are machines able to win over humans in complex decision games? How could this happen, right? Okay, the reason here is given by Tom Michel. This is Tom Michel. Now, machine learning is a computer program is said to learn from experience E with respect to some task T and some performance measure P if its performance on T as measured by P improves with experience E. Okay. So, what is happening over here? A computer is given a task T. Any task T has been given to computer. Suppose there are n permutations of decisions possible for the task T. Okay, and computer will take a decision. So n permutations are possible, n decisions are possible. Let's say computer takes this decision and then it will receive a feedback whether the performance improved or declined. Okay, either ways the experience E is recorded. Okay, so if the performance improves, then the model learns that doing this improves the performance. And if the performance declines, then the model learns that doing this, declines the performance. Isn't this similar to how a child learns? After every task T done by a child, he receives a feedback from his parents whether it is the right way to do it or not. That is how we all learned to use hands for eating rather than eating directly from our mouths. So now I hope we all understand that what we are trying to do, we are trying to train the machines to think like humans. And how this training is done? For every decision taken, there is a training data that is there for every decision taken. Training data will give a feedback to the machine that yes, decision was correct or the decision was wrong. The performance has improved or the performance has declined. And based on that feedback, the model learns. Now there are three types of learnings: unsupervised learning, supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. I'm taking an analogy of a small child, a 1-year-old child. Now suppose that child has to sort the blocks by looking at the characteristics of the blocks like color, shape, okay, into different categories. The number of categories is not known to us, but he will look at the characteristics of the block and sort them into different categories. Now a child can do that, right? This is only called as unsupervised learning, wherein there is no predefined training data given to us, but the real-time data is there, and based on the attributes of the data, we have to club the similar rows together. Okay. Now coming on to supervised learning, here the child has to sort the colored blocks by matching the colors of the blocks with the colors of the bag. So this means that it's already given to the child that there are 4 categories and these blocks have to be put in either of these categories. Okay. Now in the same way, looking at the attributes of the data, attributes of the blocks, attributes of the data gets classified into either of these categories. Now how does the computer decide whether this unknown data, unknown row that has come is supposed to go in which category? So basically what happens is that training data is given to our machine. Based on the training data, a model is developed that this kind of categories, some model, some equation is developed. For example, y is equal to a characteristic 1. So one character, let us say it is color, a into color plus b into square shape. If it is square shape, 1 and 0 values for square shape and b is the coefficient, plus c into round shape. Okay, and d. Let us say d is the intercept. Okay, so these are the x values: x1, x2, x3. Now based on the training data, the values of a, b, c and d are calculated, and based on that the value of y is found out. When an unknown data comes, when we know the color, whether it square or not, round or not, then the values will be substituted simply and we'll get the value of y. Okay, so this is what we are doing in supervised learning, wherein there exists a training data. Based on the training data, we are training our model, and then when an unknown data comes, unknown row comes, the attributes are keyed into the model and the value of y is determined. The value of dependent variable or y, this is our dependent variable in our case, in the case of data. So which category to go in? In the case of blocks, this is our dependent variable. So which category to go in, that is our value of y. The value of y will be determined, and we'll be able to determine whether which envelope, which category to put in our block. Okay. Then there is reinforcement learning. We'll be discussing more about these unsupervised learning and supervised learning and reinforcement learning in detail. This was just a brief introduction. Coming on to reinforcement learning, a child gets a feedback from his mother when he does something right or something wrong. That is reinforcement learning. Okay, so we'll be covering all these in detail in the next sessions. This was just a brief on understanding what is exactly machine learning, what is the meaning of machine learning. I will end my session here. In my next sessions, I will be discussing more about use cases of machine learning in changing the business dynamics. How machine learning is changing the business dynamics. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.